Let's get high on conversations. I can feel your lips like hibernation. Pillow talking, I'll trace all of your tattoos. Ooh, I'm wasted on our location. It's hot as hell in your parents' basement. Dive in your eyes and trying to keep basement. Dive in basement. Dive in my cool. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna make you mine. Let go of inhibition. I've got a premonition. We can talk in tongues all night. Why don't you get lost in me? You've got other girls, but I will bring you to your knees. Break you down and make you see that we can talk in tongues, we can talk in tongues. Ooh, just you and me. 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 Let's light up our rendezvous. Ooh, cut another line of you, and as it hits, we can sail off to the moon. Drown me in your atmosphere, 'cause I crave you when you disappear. In my bed, my veins, my thoughts, my dreams, it's yours. Why don't you get lost in me? You've got other girls, but I will bring you to your knees. Break you down and make you see that we can talk in tongues, we can talk in tongues. Ooh, just you and me. We can talk in tongues, tongues. We can talk in tongues, tongues. Ooh, just you and me. We can talk in tongues, tongues, tongues. We can talk in tongues, tongues. Ooh, just you and me. Let's light up our rendezvous. Sail off to the moon.
No to tak, witam was wszystkich bardzo serdecznie. Teraz takie chwilowe tutaj będą próby i testy mikrofonów, aby wszystko ładnie wyglądało już podczas samego streama. Więc dlatego trzeba chwilę poczekać i tutaj dostosować wszystkie parametry streamu, aby wszystkim to pasowało. Więc dlatego tutaj sobie sprawdzam u siebie z poziomu swojego sprzętu, sprawdzam sobie, jak to wygląda. Więc tak, wydaje mi się, że wszystko powinno być ok, ale to chwilę poczekam na waszą opinię, żebym wiedział, czy wam to pasuje. Tak, ok, tutaj wydaje się, że u mnie to wygląda ok. Więc teraz jest kwestia tylko pytania do was. Czy mnie słychać, czy mnie nie słychać? Nie no, wydaje mi się, że powinno być mnie słychać, ponieważ ja tu widzę w swoim programie, że powinno być tu wszystko dobrze ustawione. Więc jest też teraz kwestia. Tak, okej. Tak. Chyba wydaje mi się, że powinno być ok. Więc tak, więc może zacznijmy już zgodnie z tym, co powiedziałem, czyli zacznijmy zabawę.
I'll handle any fallout.
Lolololo.
Apex team leaders reporting back.
No to tak, to teraz od czego byśmy sobie zaczęli? Może zacznijmy od dziennika i zobaczmy sobie, co tu takiego co tu można takiego zrobić? Aha, przede wszystkim widzę, że mogę sobie pobiec tutaj do do ludzi, którzy protestują.
Fallout from the recent uprising as security tightens across all sectors on the Nexus. Director Tan stresses that it's, quote, for your safety. This is HNS.
No fajnie, już opierdziel dostaniemy.
Just stand down, ma'am.
Or you'll shoot me. Good luck explaining that to my grandchildren.
What happened?
She was about to disconnect the water hoses, threaten all the plants.
They're saying the leaders won't wake our families. Well, this is how far we're willing to go. Their move.
If you resort to violence, so will the leadership. And they have the militia.
We're not the enemy. Why is it so hard to push a button and help Mom?
Take it easy, kid. The Pathfinder's got a point.
I'll go off station if I have to. I'll find anyone who'll actually do something.
You want your mom to wake up and find you exiled? Or dead?
Reese, don't. Anything's better than that. Even the longest wait of our lives.
When our families hear about this...
They'll probably agree with the Pathfinder. You're done here. Come on.
No. Dobra. Czy jedno zadanie już żeśmy takie dosyć easy żeśmy zrobili. Dobra, wspomnienia. No to żeśmy jedno zadanie już spełnili. Zadania dodatkowe. Dobra, no to zadanie akurat możemy zrobić, bo to jest akurat... Bo to jest tak naprawdę chyba rzecz, która najszybciej nam się uda wykonać. Bo w sumie zaraz polecimy gdzieś na jakąś planetę, żeby pobiegać trochę.
Repairs continue on various parts of the Nexus. Authorities have no word on completion and remind visitors to avoid affected areas. This is HNS.
Więc poszukujemy teraz naszej... O, jest i ona. Nasze dziennikarki.
The documentary's going great. Your comments really got people talking. Director Tan loved the first broadcast. Sent a contribution for your expenses.
Thanks.
Let's get to the juicy stuff. Scientists are excited about your new outpost, though there are questions about how prodromos can survive where Sites 1 and 2 failed.
My team and I surveyed EOS thoroughly and even stopped the storms. The rest is up to the outpost, but the old threats are gone.
Hopefully they can handle any new ones. Facing those risks must be stressful. How do you relax between missions?
My crew and I take downtime together. We're a team.
This is history too, these little moments between. Shots of this remnant tech, some narration, that completes an episode. Thanks for stopping.
A, fajnie. Dobra.
But footage of that remnant volley.
Czyli jak zwykle jedna z szybszych misji. No dobra, teraz trzeba znowu sobie wybrać jakąś inną misję. EOS. Dobra, czyli teraz lecimy sobie na jedną z wysp, jedną z planet. I na tej planecie spędzimy sobie na tej planecie trochę czasu, bo znajdujemy pewne ciekawe rzeczy. Przede wszystkim tam niby możemy otworzyć placówkę, więc dlatego też zależy mi na tym, żeby tam się dostać. Tak, chcę wejść na Tempesta. Najgorsze jest to, że tych takich cutscenek typu ta nie można ich pominąć i trzeba siedzieć i oglądać to. Mimo, że to nie jest mnie interesujące. Spacja, escape nic nie daje. Trzeba czekać, aż to minie. Więc mapa galaktyki.
Ryder, Liam's looking for you.
No i teraz to sobie mamy kolejną scenkę, której nie możemy pominąć. Niestety.
Back towards Vold.
Dokładnie.
Beginning approach.
No leć.
Vold orbit is steady.
O Jezus, co ja zrobiłem? No fajnie, zapomniałem, że tutaj nie ma tak łatwo. Czy coś możemy... Tak, możemy zmienić mniej ostrzy na 3. Lulu, jo, fajne rzeczy mamy. Mściciele, czy coś na coś fajnego możemy wymienić? Coś, co będzie miało lepszą... Aha, dobra, bo to jest porównanie, no. Dobra. A, myślałem, że wybrałem już ten. Który by to sobie broń teraz wybrać? Taka zagwozdka standardowa. No i w sumie teraz można schodzić na powierzchnię.
Approaching the LZ.
No i kolejna rzecz, której się nie da pominąć standardowo, czyli schodzenie na planetę. Jest tu takich kilka minusów, które bym poprawił oczywiście w tej grze. W sumie nie ma gry bez błędów, ale no chodzi o to, że te błędy są takie dosyć rażące. No na przykład mnie to wkurza, że muszę siedzieć i muszę czekać, o tak jak tutaj. Może tą scenkę już widziałem, to i tak muszę siedzieć i czekać. Dobra, lecimy, bo to są arktyczne mrozy. No i jak widać, już nam spada nam poziom zabezpieczeń naszego organizmu. Jestem ciekaw, jak oni tutaj mogą normalnie żyć. Czy tylko my tak biegamy jak...
I hear you have a very impressive vehicle, yes?
We call it the Nomad.
I'm an amateur mechanic myself. Build vehicles for my people. Upload this schematic for your mechanic, with my compliments. They can upgrade your vehicle's shielding once you find the needed components.
He lives for this shit, and will make his day.
My long-lost brother. You can find some of what you need here on Vold. The rest, out and about.
A. Bardzo dobrze. Bośmy dostali informacje, które mogą dla nas być dosyć przydatne. Zawsze polecam zbierać wszystko z takich pudełeczek. No.
Good to see you again, Commander Dozil.
And you, Jarl. You must be the Pathfinder who saved the Moshae. I'm Anyek Dozil, commander of this encampment. You're welcome here as an ally of the Angara.
Thank you for allowing us into your base, Commander.
Your actions display your soul's intentions. I hope you will join the fight against the Ket. We've held the Ket at bay, but have been unable to deal a decisive blow. The longer things drag on, the greater our disadvantage.
If your current approach isn't working, we'll need to find another one.
Our main problem is a lack of fighters. If you want to know where you can make a difference, go to the post that overlooks the valley. Nothing happens on Vold without our lookouts knowing about it. Before you go, is there anything else I can help you with?
No w sumie coś możesz mi pomóc.
How are you holding up against the Ket?
It hasn't been easy. We've had our victories, but we're a small force. Too small.
Didn't Ephra send recruits?
Most of them are young, untrained. If we want to beat the Ket, we need medics, technicians, and skilled fighters.
Then Ryder and I will help.
We will?
If the commander needs recruits, we'll find them.
I'm an outsider. How could I convince anyone to join your resistance?
You may be an outsider, but Jarl is an experienced soldier with unmatched passion.
Dokładnie.
He's inspired the will to fight in so many of us.
And you're the hero who saved our Moshae. That carries weight.
Jarl's right. We can find the people you need.
I'd be happy to take anyone you send my way. You have my gratitude, both of you.
I've met Ephra. He's interesting.
He's never been good at first impressions. He can be stern, but he's exactly what the Resistance needs. Ephra took a scattered band of civilian fighters and molded them into an effective army. What success we've had against the Ket is entirely due to his leadership.
Most people seem to really respect him.
Because he would do anything for his people, he inspires the same in us. We may not always agree with Ephra, but we'd follow him to the end of the stars.
How long has the Resistance been around?
Nearly as long as the Ket. With our military destroyed, civilians took the fight into their own hands. They formed the Resistance as a final effort to retake our home.
It seems to be working.
Only since Ephra took over. His tactics gave us the push we needed against the Ket. But even now, we're a long way from winning.
Dokładnie, jesteśmy jeszcze kawał drogi od możliwej wygranej.
I'll be here if you have any questions.
From this room, we keep track of our brothers and sisters in the field.
They don't venture this close to the
Don't win a war without good organization.
An impressive surveillance system.
Pathfinder, I was told to expect you. Davia Kars, Chief Intelligence Officer. I want to brief you on Vold. Any questions about the planet? Ask away.
How does the Resistance plan to win?
We don't have the forces to fight a planet-wide war. Our only hope is a strategic strike. The center of all Ket operations on Vold is across the valley. If we take down their command structure, it will weaken them. At least, that is our hope.
Is that a map of Vold?
A living map, yes. Every region on the updated in real time as we get information from scouts and contacts. You can see the nearest Dara, the Jara Tetchiks, and Yarnik, the archaeological dig the Ket have occupied.
The bright spots on the map, are those cities?
City's under siege by the Ket. Yes. The largest destroyer was our capital.
Was?
It's hard to think of a city as a capital when it's just a maze of empty streets and burnt-out buildings. But buildings can be rebuilt. We are more than our cities.
You mentioned the word Dar. What does it mean?
Well, translated directly, it means rock foundation. A Dar is smaller than a city, but larger than a settlement. There are several out here. Angara who live in Dara are combat trained, ready for anything.
I guess they need to be.
They take pride in defending themselves. But the Kett are bolder lately. The Dara are their new target. We've had to change our tactics to protect them. More patrols with the Dara means fewer raids on Kett camps. The Kett know this and use it against us.
Tell me more about Estrella.
It's the recent focus of Kett attacks. They think they can break our spirit by tearing down our walls. The Kett learned that we fight to the death, and they would rather we submit. So they destroy our Dara, our homes. They drive us into the cold and expect us to give in. They underestimate the Angara.
I think I have enough info.
If you need anything else...
To fajnie mam szło.
Looks like supplies aren't getting through to the Resistance.
Olisk is in charge of requisitions. We should speak with him.
Coś ciekawego, co znajdziemy?
Joe, my friend. Welcome home, brother.
O, pojemniczek, pewnie coś ciekawego. No fajnie, jakieś kolejne informacje
They
zostają.
all say the same thing. The Resistance is missing supplies.
Dobra, teraz w którą stronę?
Can we manage that? Pathfinder, something I can do for you?
You the requisitions officer? I hear you're having supply issues.
Of course not. I don't know what you've heard, but everything is running fine.
Dlaczego kłamiesz?
I saw the messages sent to you. What are you hiding?
Keep your voice down. I need to keep this news contained. No one knows the shipments have stopped. If word gets around, we'll have a serious morale drop. I need to investigate this quietly.
You have any leads?
Not much. The supplies make it planetside, but never reach the base. The obvious answer is the Kett. Sabotage is their style. We changed our drop point, but no luck. I can't send someone to investigate without word getting around. I guess there's no avoiding it eventually.
Sprawdzę to dla ciebie.
I can take a look at the drop point. That way, no one will panic.
I can't sanction an official search, but I also can't stop you from investigating on your own. The nav point for the last drop location is in my personal console. You seem to be adept at decryption, so I'll let you figure out the rest.
O.
Decryption successful, Pathfinder. Updating your nav system with a supply drop point.
Dobra, ale wiecie o tym, że nie mamy jeszcze samochodu, więc co mi to da? Że sobie tu pobiegnę.
Whoa, didn't mean to sneak up on you.
Squinting stars. It's the Pathfinder. We heard about how
Jak
you
to
punched
waliłaś
the Kett.
Kettą?
Punched them right in the exaltations. So amazing.
Shut up, Beniska. You're embarrassing.
You shut up. I'm being charming, right?
The Angara have been wonderful to us, including yourself. So thank you.
See? We're building bonds here, Seek.
So, what's out there? Any tips?
As a start, you could join our fight in Hajara, where those red lights are. I hear someone's looking for help.
Or you could just go there and kill some Ket. They're everywhere.
Anything else you need to know? We've been stationed here forever, so we're experts.
Those red lights, you said that's Hajara?
Yes, Hajara Station, one of the Dar in the valley. It's a small community, mostly scientists.
Oh.
There's people there that might need help, if you haven't checked it out already.
How do they live out there?
Why so surprised? We've adapted to this weather.
Those lights are conspicuous. Don't the Ket attack?
We've adapted to that too. The Ket want to take us alive, so we fight to the death. It seems to deter them.
What's that alien facility on that mountain over there?
That's the Ket Command Center. We have constant eyes on it.
What's its purpose?
It controls Ket operations on the entire planet. There's always ships coming and going.
I came face to face with the prefect there. Meanest, motherless Bisan I ever saw.
Even the Ket seemed afraid. We don't have much intel on her, though.
Do you know of any remnant sites or ruins?
I think so. Actually, I don't know.
Seek, do you ever...
Whoa.
Over on your right somewhere.
Cicho na chwilę. Te wysokie światło gdzieś po twojej prawej.
Do you know of any remnant sites or ruins?
Like we said, tall lights, over on your right.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Take care. Stay safe.
You be safe too, Jarl Amadarov. Has your sister recovered from her mission? She was brave.
So brave.
Tempest, we're going to need the Nomad. My position.
Deploying forward station. Good luck, Ryder.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Co mi tu złamane?
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav
Dobra.
system.
Coś ciekawego.
Okay, Sam, what's Vold got for us?
Ket activity appears to be centered around this large central command post. According to Resistance intelligence, the base coordinates all Ket military efforts on Vold.
And taking it down will cripple their operations.
In theory. However, given the trouble the Angara Resistance has had infiltrating the base, it will not be a simple task. I recommend a more cautious approach that starts with the investigation of smaller Ket installations.
What about the Angara, the Resistance? What's their status?
Resistance dispatches indicate there is someone in Hajara who needs help. We could visit Tekix, a larger and more established Angara Dar that is nearby.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sam.
Pathfinder, Vold's temperature range is fixed well below freezing, with pockets of even more severe conditions. This necessitates the use of the Nomad. I advise against prolonged exposure to the cold.
Got it. Don't crash the car.
Our scans have detected remnant monoliths, which suggests the presence of a vault.
No I dokładnie. I będziemy
That
mieli
means we
kolejną
might be able
planetę.
to melt this ice cube. All right, we've got our work cut out for us. Let's get going.
Dobra, ale najpierw... Dobra, to chyba wszystko.
Follow the lights, Ryder.
Trust me.
Please be careful, Ryder.
Dobra, aha, powinniśmy jechać ze światłami.
Temperature's back to normal. Cat, coming this way!
Quickly! Before they find the resistance!
Jill,
almost got past me.
Easy.
Better now that those Ket are dead. Ah, I thought I could lead them the other way. If you hadn't come along, they'd be halfway to our camp by now.
How bad are you hurt? Can you make it back?
It'll be comical, but I can walk. And I know a secret route to the camp. Just wide enough for one. I can get back faster than your rover.
Have the Ket tracked down the resistance here?
No, these scum caught a signal flash and were too stubborn to ignore it. You didn't give them time to report in. All their superiors will know is that they went missing in the blizzard.
What are you doing out here?
I'm just a scout. I'm supposed to make sure the Ket get lost out here and stay lost. But they were more prepared than I thought. I got careless.
Dobra, dzięki za info. My lecimy dalej. No, ale powiem wam tak, że no Manta akurat wyjątkowo, muszę wam powiedzieć, że działa fajnie.
I wonder if the Angara would let us train with them. I'd like to see their methods.
They're a tough bunch.
I and many others have never known a world without Ket. The Resistance fights so our children may one day be free.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
That looks like Ket salvage. Be careful,
Let's
Ryder.
do this! Nice work.
Pathfinder, I detect a data pad nearby. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources.
Fajnie, żeśmy za dużo się nie dowiedzieli. Tutaj nic nie widzę. A, dobra, wiem gdzie to jest.
We've got targets!
You are in excellent physical condition, Cora. Better than anyone on the squad.
Picking up a faint signal. Looks like a friendly ship.
It matches the transponder code for a Asari survey vessel, Perifona.
That's the ship Hidaria mentioned.
We might be close.
We saw this area from the lookout post.
Let's see if someone here needs help.
Environment check.
We can't just
Temperatures
attack
are within
No, w
acceptable
końcu żeśmy kogoś
parameters.
znaleźli, kto może by nas zainteresować.
It's you. You're the one who saved the Moshai.
Tak.
We've all heard. Hitting the cat where it counts has really helped our morale.
I nasze też podniosły.
Finding allies in the Angara has been a great boost for us.
We are united by our struggle against the Ked. My grandmother used to say that the mingling of shed blood makes family as surely as birth. Want to kill more Ked? I need someone to rescue my Uncle Nilch. I'm not a fighter yet, or I go myself. If the Ked move him from the labor camp, we'll lose him forever.
Obozy pracy? Ketowie prowadzą
What's a
obozy
Ket
pracy.
labor camp for?
Different things. They put people in cages there. Sometimes they make them work. Sometimes they collect Angara, and once they have enough, they move them. And sometimes they just kill them. My father died that way.
Ojeju.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. Make sure I don't lose more family.
I'll get your uncle.
Here's the nav point of the labor camp. Please hurry. Nilch may not have much time.
Dobra, ale najpierw sobie połazimy trochę, wiadomo.
Janlith, I'm pretty sure there's something here.
Ah,
You're
you're
probably affected
Ryder.
by the Scourge.
It's an honor to meet you.
The microbe
What can I
variety
do
in
for
the
you?
top layer is completely different. They contain traces of
You were
4
saying
different
something about
radioactive
ice
isotopes.
talkers?
Huh? Don't let anyone hear you. Stupid story that started years ago when Dinor and I were students in Australia. Talk to Dinor. He knows more about how that tale spread.
What are you doing with this giant block of ice?
That was cut out from below Hijaro. We're right above an inland sea, and the ice goes deep. Very deep. Everything under the first layer was perfectly preserved from a time... There's a lot we can learn from the composition of the deeper layers. Microbes, ancient life forms...
Dobra, nie jest to zbytnio
all
dla mnie
untouched by the
interesujące.
Scourge.
I won't disturb your work.
Only the cat showed us the same courtesy.
The numbers check out. I don't know what else I can do to strengthen my argument. Oh, hello. You're that Ryder alien everyone's talking about. What can I do for you?
You said something about ice talkers?
Oh, that's something of a joke between me, Janlith, and everyone who went to school with us in Australia. One of our classmates was at an old archaeological dig and thought he heard a voice through the ice. 2 months later, another group claimed they heard the same thing, an angry voice.
What was it?
Too much Malay. That's what Janlith says. Now it's become something of a joke between us.
No dobra, mega interesujące ogólnie.
This isn't Haval. You spend too long out there in the dark, you'll get weak, sick.
It's bad. I get...
The moment you see sunlight, break cover. Soak up all the rays you can.
I'll be a target.
Not for long. You'll get a lot from just 5 minutes of exposure. After that, get back.
The human is listening.
You here to learn survival tips from old Percy?
Why does your kind need the sun?
We draw nourishment from solar radiation. Keeps us sharp. Even healed minor injuries.
But we have to keep out of sight, or the cat will spot us.
You sound like an expert, and I'd like to survive.
What I can teach wouldn't help. Different biology.
Your body can't store a charge.
If you go too long without sunlight, do you get sick?
Lack of regular exposure puts our bodies under stress. Too much of that, and we're no use to anyone.
Have to keep my strength up for the resistance.
Dobra, okej. Kolejni
Good luck out there.
I'm ready to go, Passy.
Not so fast. You still don't know how to read a weather pattern.
Found an advantage to target that archer.
Make sure they don't get too close. There could be remnants nearby.
Ciekawe co oni sprzedają tym razem.
So far.
I'll take...
Got plenty of
Ty nie masz nic interesującego.
Looking to buy?
Do you get much business out here?
I do all right. The trick is to not stay in one place too long. I travel between here and Techix. Sometimes they even make it up to the resistance camp.
Isn't that dangerous with a kettle around?
I've had a few close calls, but they haven't caught me yet. The stars are on my side.
I'll take a look at...
Got plenty of...
No dobra, bo to jest to samo. Co ten iryt mi daje?
Captured Niels wouldn't leave you.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
How's the dig going?
No właśnie, w końcu kogoś złapaliśmy, z kim można pogadać.
Wish I could talk.
If I had better
Sky-cursed piece of junk work.
Try asking Armroll
It's
about
been
it.
picking up weird interference for days. I can't transmit data to our colleagues in Talara.
Tech, huh? At the end of the day, it's just a mess of metal and plastic.
And yet we trust our lives with it. Oh, I need to take a break before I kill someone. If you want, feel free to poke around.
Life support restored.
What is that noise?
High-powered communications array. Most likely for planet-wide communications.
Makes sense. Anything on that interference the researcher talked about?
I am detecting a signal. It is faint, but this equipment is sensitive. Pathfinder, also observe a regular pattern in this emitted signal. It may be artificial.
You don't mean... Can't. Are you saying that...
Idę pojadę sobie za stację dostawczą.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward
No
station.
właśnie.
Our histories say there were once flower meadows on Vold. Colors we didn't have names for.
Whatever you think of it, this is a beautiful planet. They said it was a golden world. I'm still reeling.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
You have a huge task. To responsibly settle all your people in Helios.
It seems incredible, sometimes. The idea of making places to live, even though we've already done it. There's so much hope riding on us.
Speaking for the Resistance, I know what that's like.
Dobra, ale jedziemy na razie jeszcze w inny miejsce. Bo w sumie nam nie do końca to miejsce chodziło.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Cora, this talent you and PB have.
Biotics?
What does it feel like? Does it...
Getting closer. This is the source of that interference? Looks like a meteorite.
The interference is caused by the EM radiation it's emitting. I detect that...
Adi, headed our way.
The signal emitted by that meteorite might be drawing the Ardi, as well as driving them into a frenzy.
How do we shut it off?
Perhaps the scan will tell us more, Pathfinder.
Whoa, those Adi are really coming at us.
ID don't normally act like this. Something's made them angry.
We are close to the source of the signal. Perhaps something about the frequency causes agitation in the beasts.
Got 'em all.
Ryder, the Angara call this a scourge gem. They pass through the scourge and pick up something of its nature. No two are exactly alike. Some of them are quite beautiful. And quite
Czy ja widzę przed sobą?
I suggest we return it to the Nexus for analysis. We could learn more about the scourge.
True. Disrupting comms, driving wildlife into a frenzy.
Hopefully the Hajara scientists won't have any more...
Ciekawe co w tych miejscach mam robić w ogóle, bo... Bo niby coś tu... Niby coś tu się wydaje, że coś tu trzeba byłoby zrobić. No po prostu, że nie wiadomo dokładnie co. Bo to w teorii powinno działać. Dobra, mapa. Ha! I niby co? I niby żeśmy to aktywowali właśnie? Aha, dobra. Kumam już o co chodzi. Bo tutaj jest ten wujek tego gościa.
Sorry, how many?
8 brothers and sisters. Almost 4 times as many cousins. My mother's. A lot of voices with opinions on what to do or to be.
No kidding. How do you handle that?
Honest.
This is the Ket labor camp Skiat talked about.
I'm ready when you are.
Disable the fence, quick! You're not getting away with this! Get me out of here! I'm gonna kill these cats! You're here to rescue us. The control panel is right there. Shut this down. Once I have a weapon, I'm gonna destroy these Ket.
One less to worry about.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support is back online. I'm reading a temperature decrease. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Just in time. Ought have given us another day at most. No thanks for Rana's jabs.
If the Ket can't handle being called mildly insulting things, that's on them, not me.
You see what I mean? We owe you. How'd you find us anyway?
Your nephew, Skiat, was trying to get you rescued.
Good boy. He's got potential, Nilt.
No to dziwne,
So you've
teraz
said
coś gadają.
before. The resistance needs to be debriefed. We'll head back to base as soon as possible.
No dokładnie, musicie wracać
What about the data
do
drive?
dupy.
We have to deliver it to Buxel so she can start the analysis.
Interesting. It seems we have to depend on... Can you deliver this drive to Tenchix? If we work together, no time will be wasted.
What's in the drive?
The Ket code we stole while trying to infiltrate their command center. The Ket never realized how much we downloaded off their network.
I'll go there as soon as I can.
Perfect. Buxel will be... I hope we meet again.
Powie ktoś mi, żebyśmy tutaj... Dobra, sprawdźmy, co tu mamy zrobić jeszcze na tej na tym planecie. Czekaj.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Dobra, mapę znowu sobie włączamy.
Heads up. There might be remnant in that site. Tutaj jest ten latający stworek. A dobra, to nic. Dobra, tu jest granica tego.
So many of my family are distinguished. The name carries weight on its own. I didn't want the name to carry me. I want my own story, if that makes any sense.
Plenty. I just can't imagine that much family. I didn't even have one brother or sister.
What? How?
I don't know. Ask my parents. Remnant ahead. Don't let your guard down. Ryder, Ket constructs ahead.
Daleko jeszcze do tej stacji?
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones have been added to your nav system. Pathfinder.
Dobra,
Life
naładowaliśmy
support is
sobie
back
wszystko.
online.
No, zregenerowaliśmy sobie mandat też.
The temperature is
Teraz co możemy zrobić tutaj? Tu jest jakaś...
falling, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Are you upset to be the only child of your parents? This team, and your commando team before that, does it satisfy that yearning?
It's a different kind of belonging. Than family. Here, I can walk away. Good or bad, that knowledge is always there.
Yet you stay. For the adventure?
For the adventure. Making note of anything I can see from out here. Entrances, exits, possible weak spots.
If there's any way we can help the Angara deal with the Ket, we're going to do it.
We haven't been able to take down any of their defenses. Many lives were lost trying.
Remnant ahead. Don't let your guard down.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Naprawiamy znowu sobie.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Dobra, ale teraz sobie popatrzmy sobie, co tu mamy w pobliżu.
There's an Angaran device in this camp, Pathfinder. This bug should be feeding Ket information to the Resistance, but the connection was dropped.
Why? A technical issue?
Unknown. If you scan additional bugs, I can locate the broken link.
Dobra, czy tutaj nic ciekawego nie ma?
I'm reading a temperature degrees.
And that implant amplifies your natural biotic potential.
Yep.
It must act on neuroelectrical impulses. But that seems risky. What sort of transistor does it use?
I don't know.
Mind if I just...
No.
A dobra, ten tutaj, tylko żeśmy zaczęli skoczyli. Jak się tu dostać? To są ciekawsze rzeczy. Tu są się...
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Nie, to tu chyba w środku nic nie ma, jeśli chodzi o interesujące rzeczy. To jest otoczenie. Tu w tym otoczeniu musi być. Ewidentnie musi być coś tu w środku.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within
Ciekawe, co tu
acceptable
jest ciekawego,
parameters.
że mi tutaj pisze interesujące
Life
miejsce.
support is back online.
Chyba, że to jest tak, jak to było zawsze, że on dopiero zaczyna być te miejsca aktywne po jakimś czasie. No dobra, nam zależy, by się dostać tu. Szybka podróż nam się przyda.
Family, don't you think?
Yeah. We've been through a lot together.
Become fond
Dobra.
of each other. Bonded.
Some more than others, but yes.
I'm fond of you, Cora. Like a sister. We're family.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Co to za zabawa jeździć na śniegu tym?
thought this would be the perifauna.
Ice or mineral deposits may be reflecting false positives. The real signal must be relatively close.
It's hard when you're small, when biotics means what happens if you get angry at Mom.
Our parents train our skills like they teach us to dress ourselves. You didn't have help? I feel sad for that child.
Things are still better than they were. Besides, who knows what human biotics will look like in another century or two.
Nareszcie mi pozwoliło się to przeteleportować.
Pretty sure the AI rulebook doesn't insist the Pathfinder always gets to drive.
I swear I will turn this car around. Heads up. Looks like a Ket construct.
Remnant ahead. Don't let your guard down.
That's Ket tech. Stay alert.
Too bad your people don't have biotics. But that EM ability of yours?
Well, we all have it. It's useful, but...
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Dobra, okej.
Minerals have been depleted in this location.
Wow. The remnant took over. Let's check it out.
Did your people have plans to settle here? You seem easily affected by the cold.
Can you imagine the heating bills if we settled here?
Nice work.
take out that cat camp.
I think that's cat tech. Stay alert.
I detect unusual signals from that Angara. The Ket planted a chip in this Angara.
A tracking chip? Can you reverse it to get a nav point?
The chip is disabled, but if I receive more scans, I could repair the signal.
Dobra, no to lecimy dalej. Musimy się dostać.
Pathfinder, this location could support an outpost, but the planet is not yet viable.
Another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Ale nadal wciąż potrzebujemy się dostać do krypty, która jest tutaj.
It corners a little poorly, doesn't it? Your vehicle?
W dobrą stronę jedziemy, no.
The deceased Angara is holding a data device.
His family may want whatever's on it.
muszę zacząć od monolitu, a...
There should be more glyphs around here.
Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner.
Dobra, chwila, G. Dawaj. Jeszcze troszkę.
Okay, let's solve this thing.
Dobra, i teraz tak naprawdę chyba najgorsza rzecz. Jest, czyli tutaj odpada ten znak. Wtedy ten może tu być, tak. Jest. Nie ma. Może być.
Got it.
Teraz zobaczmy, gdzie są pozostałe monolity. W sumie powinno być ich aż 3. To w sumie muszę się cofnąć. Tak, muszę się cofnąć. że zrobiłem, że ja zacząłem tego szukać na własną rękę, a nie wziąłem, że sobie mam na własną.
There should be more glyphs around here.
Dobra, łamiemy ostatnią konsolę porzuconych, chyba w dniu dzisiejszym. O nie. Nie. Może być. Chyba tutaj będzie tylko mógł być jeden znaczek. No dokładnie, tutaj ten rząd akurat był prosty, bo no nie mogło być innej możliwości. I w sumie też powinno być prosto, bo nie ma go. Tutaj też może być tylko i wyłącznie jeden znaczek, więc poszukujemy go. No nie ma tego takiego, ja to nazywam E. Tutaj co może być? Mogą być, że może być to, może być to... Może. Tu jest to, tego, to jest... Tego nie ma. Nie ma. Coraz gęściej się robi. Tutaj mamy to E, więc też nie może tego E być. To jest, czyli E tutaj nie może być to. Może być. W sumie może być. Początki zawsze są najgorsze. Może być. Oj. Nie. 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 To nie. To nie. Aha, dobra, no to już widzimy, że tutaj musimy... O, w sumie nie. Ten znaczek tu może być tutaj. Ten jest, ten jest, ten jest, ten też jest. Co może być? To jest to. To jest to, jest to. O. Ten to zostanie. No dokładnie, okej. Sytuacja się zaczyna zakomplikowywać trochę. Tyk, tyk, nie ma. O, nie, jest u góry, no to już jest też to. Tego nie ma w tę stronę, okej. To nie może być, bo to już jest to. Może być, tak. To nam powinno zostać. No i tak też mniej więcej jest. Tu, może to tylko jedna opcja może być. Cyk, cyk, cyk. To jest to. Jest E. Jest u góry. To. Tak, to. przetransferujemy się w jedno miejsce, żeby zaoszczędzić trochę tego fruwania. A w zasadzie i tak to było, nie, to nie było mądre. Muszę na mandę zamówić znowu. Dobra. I jedziemy.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Dobra. Szkoda, że sobie tam gdzieś w pobliżu jakiejś stacji żeśmy nie aktywowali, żeśmy nie pojechali wpierw do tego pierwszego punktu. W sumie wtedy byłoby dużo łatwiej.
Look at that. The remnant staked a claim over there.
A, bo w sumie nam niewiele zostało, żeby już zakończyć ten posiedlanie tej planety.
This remnant site has defenses in place, Pathfinder.
Over there. Isn't that a Ket device?
Shooting the device will destroy it. The camp ahead contains Ket life forms, Pathfinder. Ket ahead, Pathfinder. I recommend caution. Pathfinder, this remnant site may have defense systems.
Jedziemy w ostatnie miejsce, tak wygląda. Prawdopodobnie kierujemy się w dobrą stronę. Też jest, kierujemy się oczywiście w tą stronę.
Ket, stay on guard.
Here they come!
Najpierw sobie to miejsce zobaczymy. Pojedziemy zaklepać miejscówkę, żeby mieć teleport w razie czego.
But there's Ket in there.
The pillars of ice? We call them Gesh Asan Veon. Hands reaching for the stars.
Yeah, this is incredible. This is beautiful. We should check out that remnant area.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. The ambient temperature is normal. Life support is back online.
W sumie tak naprawdę nie spodziewałem się, że ta placówka będzie aż tak trudna do przejęcia.
That wire may connect to a point on the surface, Pathfinder.
Think it leads to the base of the monolith? We should check. Looks like we're missing something.
That should complete the glyphs, Pathfinder.
Dobra. To dobrego było w sumie. To jestem już trochę zmęczony ganieniem po tej mapie. Szukaniem miejsca, które mogłoby nam pomóc rozwinąć ten sprawa jest, ja bym powiedział, nawet trochę ułatwiona. Bo ten znak nie może być, bo jest w dwóch miejscach. Ten znak jest trochę wyżej, ten znak jest najwyżej, więc tutaj może być ten znak. Może być tutaj. Ten znak był na dole. Ten znak jest tu. Ten znak jest na samej górze. Ten znak jest. Ten znak nie ma go, więc może być użyty. Teraz idziemy do góry, bo w sumie to jest trochę bardziej jeszcze to ułatwione, więc ten znak nie może być. Ten znak może być tutaj, tak. Ten znak jest. Ten znak. Nie widzę go. Tak, tego z kropeczką tu nie ma w tym rzędzie. Teraz tu. Ten jest u góry, ten jest... tego nie ma, akurat to może być tu. Nie ma. Ten jest. Ten jest.
Interface failed, Pathfinder. Defense systems engaging.
Oby nie musiał zaczynać od nowa. No nie. Dobra. Ten jest. Ten. Jest ten. Jest na samej górze. Tego tutaj nie ma. W górze i w dole nie ma. Ten jest. Ten. Tego. Ten jest. Dziewiątki nie ma. Jest obok. Ten jest. Tutaj takiego dziwnego znaczka nie ma. Tutaj co? Nie ma tego znaczka, czyli trzeba lecieć dalej. Ten znaczek tu jest, ten też tu jest, tego tutaj w górę i w bok. Nie ma wyjątków. Ok, to teraz pojedyncze powinno nam zostać. Cyk. Jest, ten cyk jest, Ten cyk jest, ten cyk jest. Tego cyczka nie ma. Tutaj ten. Może być, bo go nie widzę w górę i w poprzek. Więc tak, tu, ten. Nie. Ten. Też nie. Może być teraz wszystkie poza tym znaczkiem. Ten. O, ten może być. Nie. Ten może być. Sprawdźmy jeszcze raz teraz. Nie mogą się powtórzyć w dwie strony. Żaden wiersz i żadna kolumna nie mogą takich samych znaczków, czyli lecimy od tego w dół. Nie widzę żadnych powtarzających się znaczków w tę stronę takich. Też nie widzę, dobra. Ten znaczek w górę nie widzę, w poprzek też nie widzę. Ten znaczek w górze ma kogoś takiego, w dół nie ma takiego. Ten. Jest, udało się.
Got it.
Dlaczego zdatność jest na tak niskim poziomie?
I'm reading a temperature decrease. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Dobra, zapomniałem, że tutaj trzeba zrobić to, co się zwykle robiło. A, że proszę się kryptę otworzyć. To nieźle. A jedynie minus 30 stopni. Więc nie jest tak źle.
Okay, Remnant Vault. Let's get this place up and running. Power on.
You'll need to locate the console to activate the purification field, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, that will affect your shield. Life support is stable.
Czyli widzę, że szykuje nam się tu porządna ścianka.
Decisions.
Several interface connections converge here. I will highlight the ones you need.
Did that even do anything?
Tak trzeba było zrobić. Boże, ile tych konsol tutaj jest?
Bet we can reach that if we poke around.
Dobra, jesteśmy blisko.
Kiwi will be glad to know you have found another of these devices.
Stay alert. There'll be more.
This console will activate the purification field. You may want to sweep the area.
Where this place tries to kill us, you mean? Here it comes! Go, go! More hostiles! gets less terrifying. Let's get out of here.
No i fajnie, żeśmy właśnie aktualnie udało nam się stworzyć i dopuścić naszą planetę do tego, aby była zdatna do życia, więc mi się wydaje, że jak na 2-godzinną rozgrywkę to żeśmy bardzo dużo zdziałać. A teraz będzie najpiękniejszy moment.
Pathfinder, air temperature has increased by 13 degrees since activating the vault. With the reduced cloud cover, solar energy will escalate dramatically.
Our people can start a life here.
Dokładnie. Dlatego teraz musimy się przenieść tutaj. A żeby to zrobić, to się najpierw zrobimy sobie teleporcik szybki tutaj, w to miejsce. I tak naprawdę będzie można już tutaj rozpocząć stworzenie placówki. A co za tym idzie? Moment stoi, okej, to nam się przyda.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
Będzie planeta
If that remnant site is active, we should be careful.
Pathfinder, I detect a Ket camp ahead.
That looks like Ket tech.
Aktualnie mam ważniejszy priorytet, żeby jeszcze w dniu dzisiejszym założyć sobie tutaj to.
This site is viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder.
Piękniejszy moment w całej grze.
Confirm.
No, w końcu.
Congratulations, Pathfinder. This was a real challenge, and badly needed.
Director Addison? No personal appearance? Placing an outpost is a big deal.
Thank you, but no. I prefer climate control to these extremes. Real talk, Pathfinder? I, as Governor Shai, is already up my arse about this outpost. If local Angara weren't on board, we'd have a problem. We are good, right? As much as you've brought us, we can't afford to anger the neighbors.
Procedure was followed, as I invented it. Don't worry, we were invited.
Good. We need every drop of viability, especially after this Ket facility. Vold helps. Cold as it is, it changes estimates in our favor. But the initiative needs you to find more. We're never really done, of course. Survival isn't something that just ends. And there's another matter, a ceremonial one. A statement for the archives.
Is this really the time?
Pathfinder was always a symbol. Like outpost flags hanging in the commons, the people need a connection to reality on the ground. Address them, Pathfinder. What did this mean?
We've established something here. Something beyond the numbers. The viability. Vold is a partnership. Angara and the Initiative. Our cumulative strengths ensuring we are all elevated.
Recorded, Pathfinder. Addison out.
The ambient temperature is normal.
Okay, I got one for you.
So I get to meet the Pathfinder responsible for making this place happen. I'm Lizana Telesso. Because of you, I have the best job in the galaxy.
Which is...
I'm an ice runner. I get to dodge the Scourge and outrun the Ket to bring water to the colonies. Doesn't get more exciting than that.
Facing danger to make everyone's life better. No wonder you love it.
When you put it that way. Your job isn't too different.
How did you get into this job?
I was a pilot for the Citadel fleet, till I got bored and wanted something new.
But how do you end up at this outpost?
I asked. Marched into Priya's office and told her I was the best pilot she'd get. I've been giving her trouble ever since.
Tak to się robi.
So you mine the ice as a water source. Smart.
I fly ice blocks to the Nexus. EOS. Even made a run to Havarl for the... Speaking of which, sounded like there was trouble brewing when I landed. Me and Garo were on edge. Maybe you should check it out. That's half the fun. I get to change my routes to avoid it, like I'm outsmarting it. I've had a few close calls where it shorted my nav system. Once, I flew blind all the way to the net.
There's no way you pulled that.
There's a reason I was the Citadel's best pilot.
Take it easy.
No fun.
Dobra. Teraz sobie zobaczymy.
Ryder.
How far did the drill techs have to dig?
Already 30 meters deep. No damage.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Dokładnie. Opuszczamy tę planetę. Więc podnosimy się z Ziemi i lecimy.
Ryder, could we talk a moment?
Hold orbit is steady.
Dobra, polecimy sobie do jeszcze jednej galaktyki, tak żeby sobie obczaić co jest i jak jest. Szkoda, że nie ma tego momentu powiedzieć, ale cóż.
Mineral wealth from this system once fed industry on Vold, and well beyond.
One day that might be true again. I'm picking up something. Probe away. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
Zobaczymy, bo na pewno coś tu będzie na którejś z planet. Chwila, moment i kończymy tę rozgrywkę na dziś. Jeszcze dzisiaj poznamy tylko galaktyki, żeby wiedzieć co gdzie mniej więcej jest. A chociaż widzę, że na aktualny stan na pewno coś tu będzie się działo w późniejszym czasie, bo galaktyki nie powstają bez sensu. Więc na pewno coś tu będzie się działo. No już wiemy, że tej galaktyki 100%. Dokładnie. No niestety trzeba posiedzieć chwilę i poczekać jeszcze, żeby przeskanować jedno z tych planet tutaj w pobliżu.
This system looks mostly unexplored.
It was charted once. Then the scourge happened. What's old is new.
Anomaly detected. Deploying probe. I found something.
Co to jest? Dobra, pierwiastek 0 żeśmy znaleźli, ale teraz nas coś innego jeszcze obchodzi.
Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. Getting a scan.
No, zawsze coś się musi znaleźć w takiej planecie. Nawet ma swój księżyc prywatny. Ale jeszcze dwie planetki nam zostały do obczajenia.
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Satellite detected.
Ciekawe, czy coś już jest. No, raczej tutaj na tej planecie nic nie będzie. No, dokładnie. Więc dlatego, jak widać tutaj, wszystkie już na aktualny moment oczywiście, wszystkie galaktyki mamy już obczajone. Trzeba przedrzeć się przez te chmury energii.
Sometimes I forget how small we are.
Dobra, zaczniemy po kolei, polecimy. No nareszcie. Kolejna planeta. Czyli równo po 25% na każdej planecie. Ja mam już 100%. Dlatego teraz też wchodzimy w dziennik i Widzę, że on coś ode mnie chce.
Sam's been compiling our star charts. The other pilots on the Nexus will have plenty of new trails to follow.
You can drop the charts off the next time we're there.
Funny. A few months ago, that station was like a war zone. Flying was my only way to escape the... Now it's become a haven, just as it was meant to be.
Every good space station needs a big lake, maybe some fountains.
Indeed. Even non-amphibians need a little water. Regardless, the worst threat to the whole initiative is still that monstrosity. It's a cage that eats good ships and good people. Helios won't be home so long as it's a threat.
Zawsze będzie nam coś grozić, dokładnie.
It's a huge space anomaly. It's not going away in anyone's lifetime.
If we could somehow neutralize it, or if our ships had defenses against it. Still, that's what we do, isn't it? Find a way where there is none. Just see the Nexus for proof of that.
The swelling has gone down significantly, and I seem to be able to talk normally again.
Good. Keep me updated. And remember, cool food and liquid only. Nothing spicy.
Thank you, Lexi. Lexi and her rules, huh? Hey, I respect Lexi and her rules. She takes care of us. Without her, I might still be wheezing and trying not to choke on my fat tongue. What? Have you ever heard of the lick test? Back before scanners were portable, Earth scientists would employ this test in the field. They used it to tell rocks from fossils and get a basic idea of their mineral composition. You licked a rock, didn't you? I was distracted and forgot it was a Helios rock. I do it unconsciously. When I was little, my father and I would go on expeditions. The lick test was a huge part of it. He made science fun for me. Your mother was something of a scientist, wasn't she? She specialized in biotics research. Got her start in medicine. I read all about her research, and your father's. AI and implants. They achieved so much in so little time. Sam is an astounding achievement. I left my parents back home. They told me they were proud of me. And then lived out their lives while I slept. If you think that means you're alone, you're wrong. Thank you. You saying that means the world to me. I'll take comfort in the people I've met here. And if you ever need me, I'm here for you too. Ket genetics defies everything we know. They're bits of different species, and yet all Ket. It's bizarre, horrifying, fascinating, all at once. Just think, while you're poking around in their genetics, they're probably doing the same with ours. Huh. Wonderful. That's me never sleeping again. I should get back to things.
To była Bibi.
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
How are you getting along with the team?
I'm keeping it light and pleasant. Even Lexi isn't exactly what I'd expected. And Jal, I'm learning what makes him tick. We're lucky to have an Angara with us. Asari can mate with all Milky Way species. I find myself wondering if that transcends galactic boundaries. I'm certainly not looking to reproduce anytime soon, but he seems like a good guy. What do you think?
You should trust your instincts.
Thanks, Ryder.
What drew you to the Remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that. There's so much to discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone.
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. Now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
A certain independence might be helpful, yeah?
Exactly. I don't want anything holding me back.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. That ex-friend I mentioned, my accomplice, she finagled my early thaw. So I kind of lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
You're off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
To byłoby na tyle, jeśli chodzi o dzisiejszą rozgrywkę z Mass Effecta Andromedy, więc ja wam osobiście bardzo dziękuję, ale to naprawdę bardzo dziękuję za to, że byliście przy mnie i oglądaliście